Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Babes Who Manifest podcast. I am your host, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟, aka the Gratitude Chick. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms at the Gratitude Chick. On Twitter, gratitude_chick, and on TikTok, Babes Who Manifest. Also, starting in November, I am setting up one-to-one coaching to help you plan out your future reality using both the law of assumption and the power of your subconscious mind. Both of these plans together starts at $50. Send me an email at thegratitudechick20@gmail.com. Let's start today. Hello, everyone, and welcome to day number 14 of 21 Days of Thankfulness. We are 2/3 of the way through. Congratulations if you have made it this far. So in today's activity, it will be similar to a day of 1,000 thank yous. However, today we are going to focus on the service industry. From teachers to nurses, maintenance people, servers, housekeepers, firemen, policemen, etc. We often take their work for granted. So today we are going to spend some time saying thank you. Now, for most of us, school not only is back in session, but our kids are face-to-face. Now, there are some that are still virtual, but I think for the most part, the nation, and I'm speaking of the U.S., the nation is back open and the kids are back in session. So one of the ways that you can thank someone in service is to reach out to your child's teacher just randomly. You know, most of us have either the teacher board that we can talk to them through, or an email. Just reach out to them, randomly. Listen, I have friends that are teachers, and these teachers go through a lot with your kids. They do. And they really spend almost the same amount of time a day with your kids that you do. So a random act of just sending an email saying, thank you so much for all that you do for my child, not only will give your child's teacher a boost, but will probably give your child a boost in that teacher's classroom, because now they're like, okay, not only is the parent involved and engaged, but they understand what I go through as a teacher who's not only teaching their child, but probably 29, 30 other kids as well. So I charge you guys today to definitely reach out to your child's teacher, thank them for their service to your child and your family, and let them know that they are needed and appreciated. Do you know any doctors or nurses or other healthcare professionals? Last year was so horrible with COVID that a lot of people in the healthcare industry have quit their jobs. I have a friend who is still a nurse. She went through a lot last year, and she's still a nurse. So, and not only is she still a nurse, but if I have any questions for her and I send her a text, she'll answer. And she'll be like, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to answer you right away. I'm at work today. Like, you're apologizing to me because you couldn't answer me right away because you're at work dealing with COVID patients. That is the epitome of a selfless person. One of my sisters, she's also a PA, a physician's assistant. So she's also been dealing with a lot of COVID as well. So I would say reach out to the doctors and nurses, or what other healthcare, professional that reach out to them and express your gratitude for their selflessness and going to work during the pandemic. Because even though last year most of the world, I think, was still at home, we're still going through a pandemic, guys. We're still going through it. There are different variants that are coming out now. And even though a lot of us are vaccinated, there are still a lot of variants out there, and there are still people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated getting COVID and dying. So these, it may look different than it did last year, but we're still in the height of a pandemic. So still reach out to the people that you know that are in the healthcare professional and thank them for their service. Because while they're not in the actual armed services, it is a service to us that these people are giving their lives. And really, it is giving their lives to go and fight an unknown enemy, and then having to go home to their families afterward. So reach out to these people that you know or don't know and say, thank you so much today for going to work and, being there for me when I need to text you for whatever, Also, do you know any firefighters or police officers, Last year was terrible for police officers, because of all the marching and it was a lot. It was a lot for me as a Black person. So I know it was a lot for police officers. I am not a Black person that hates the police. I don't. So when I see police officers, I won't lie. I've been wary of them over the past year, especially. Just a little side note. Where I live is in Trumpville, and I am neither a Democrat or a Republican. So I don't have any paraphernalia in my yard that says either way. I vote for who I want, who I think is going to be the best for the country, whether it's Republican or Democrat. That is who I am. So my neighbor, though, one of my neighbors is very Republican, and she's very pushy, and she's very rude. So while I won't even say the circumstance, but I'll just say last year she took it upon herself when when the mailman put a package that she should have put at my doorstep in my little mailbox, and it left the mailbox open. So she took it upon herself to clean out my mailbox, and instead of putting it by my door, she took it into her home. So and she never came like within that week to bring me back my things. So I'm calling the post office and trying to figure out what's happening to all of my items and things of that nature. And lo and behold, this lady had my packages, and one package to this day I never received. So as you know, this later on this year, earlier this year, she and I got into, my family and her got into a heated debate about something she was. I'm not even gonna go into it. She's very pushy. I'll just say that. And she threatened to call the police on us. Now, in our cul-de-sac, we're the only Black family. We're on our property as she's yelling, and she's walking towards us, and she threatened to call the police on us. And immediately fear set in because she's a white woman. I'm a Black woman, and because of the media, it instantly put fear in my soul when she said, I'm calling the police. But because of who I am, I told her, call the police. I'll be right here on my property as I've been. And let's let the police handle it. But when I said that, she turned and went in her house because she knew what she did was wrong. Tampering with my mail is a federal offense. So I said all that to say, because the police in this climate, and because of social media and the actual media, they have gone down in the eyes of a lot of Black people just simply because of everything that has happened. And it makes me weary of police officers now. When I see them, my heart just like pounds out of control just because I'm Black and they're police. And it should not be that way. So for me, it is imperative that I start, going back and saying thank you for your service to police officers so that I can feel grateful to them for policing, because let's be honest, most police officers are not crooked. The media likes to highlight it so that it could be all police officers are crooked, just like they do to Black people. They'll find the 1% that are criminals, and it's all Black people are this, So this is something that I definitely am doing, just simply because I need to be more grateful to police officers and take away the fear that has been instilled just simply because of everything that happened in 2020. Now, also another thing is for military men and women, no matter where I am, if I see them or if I see them online, I always say thank you for your service, because it is because of their selflessness of signing up to go to the military and fighting on my behalf that I am a citizen in the freest country in the world. So I always express my gratitude when I see the military. And I definitely would say that to you guys as well. And this also goes for servers. A lot of times when you're sitting in a restaurant, now I have watched people not thank their servers. These are people preparing your food. Thank these people and be nice to them, not just cordial. Be nice to them. They prepare your food. And no, they're servers, but they're back there with your food, picking it up. You don't know. People are crazy. Stop being mean to servers. So whatever men and women you come in contact with today who are in the service, thank them. It costs you nothing, but will certainly put a smile on their face. That is your activity for today. Be thankful for the service men and women who clean up, who prepare your food, the DoorDash people, the Uber Eats people, the Ubers, the Lyfts, whatever. Make sure that you express your gratitude. Gratitude in thanking them, gratitude in leaving good reviews for them, gratitude in leaving a tip. If you're going to use a service person to deliver, make sure that you leave them a tip. Okay, so we've gone almost to 12 minutes, so I'm going to let this go here. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that you guys are getting something from this. I appreciate you guys so much for always tuning in, and you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Babes Who Manifest podcast. I am your host, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟, aka the Gratitude Chick. Don't forget to follow us on our new YouTube page at the Gratitude Chick. Make sure to click in our description box for a good deal on starting your own dropshipping business with Shopify.